Hey everyone, Samantha Pointer here with Get It Together. Welcome to another Tech Chat. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about three reasons why you need to know what's going on in your business. So the first reason I have of why you need to know what's going on in your business is if you go down and you haven't documented anything, you don't know what the steps are, then your business stops, right? So if you go down, your business stops. So that means you need to document your processes, you need to document what you do in your business, and you need to have this somewhere, either in a folder or digitally, that you can hand it off to somebody in case you are not there. Because all things can come up, things like you get sick, things like an emergency pops up in your family and you need to leave, things like anything, you need to go on vacation, kids are out of school and you need to take off. Anything can happen, and if you haven't put down processes for you to be able to hand it off to someone else, then your business is going to stop. So that's, and another reason you want to have things delegated, hey Valerie, why you want to have things written down is so you can hand it off either by hiring a VA or delegating it to someone else in your business or your company. Most of us are solopreneurs, but a few people I know have VAs in place or have other team members. And so the more processes that you have documented and systems in place, then it's easier to hand off and you're not stuck if you need to step away or an emergency arises. And again, if it's not documented, you don't know what's going on in your business. And you'll be surprised when you start documenting your processes and documenting everything that you do on a daily basis. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised at how much you actually do. And it's a good way to really see how much you've really taken on and why you might need help or why you need to delegate, or, when you start putting things down on paper, you find out where the gaps are, where you're missing it, why your business hasn't grown, or you start seeing those things. And just by documenting your processes and really taking a hard look at every step and everything that you're doing in your business, you're going to be able to, one, stay on top of what's going on, and two, be able to hire efficiently and to delegate efficiently. Okay, the second reason why you need to know what's going on in your business. If you have a VA already, a virtual assistant, what happens when they leave? Now, they could leave for several different reasons. It could be an emergency situation. It could be they've moved on to new opportunities, or it could be, any number of reasons. So if your VA is the only one who knows what's going on in your business and how to run it and how different systems work in your business and how different software is in your business, what happens when they leave? I want you to think about that for a minute. Because if you don't know what's going on, this is why I tell entrepreneurs and coaches and consultants to really, if you don't have to be tech savvy, but you need to learn enough so you know how things are supposed to work and how it's supposed to go. So if you don't have that, you are held hostage to that person. You're probably going to be worried about, oh my God, what if they do leave? Oh my God, is your business going to come to a standstill if they leave? Anything can happen, right? I can't tell you how many coaches and consultants I've talked to, hey Esther, who I've talked to who tell me, oh, I don't need to know that. My VA handles that. Oh, I don't, such and such deals with that. I don't deal with that. I don't get involved with that. Well, if you don't know what's going on in your business, you're held hostage to them. If they decide to leave, if they get a better opportunity somewhere, if they start their own business, if they have to move for some reason, anything, you do not want to get caught where they held the key and knew everything and you knew nothing, right? You don't want to be held hostage in that situation. And, I'm not saying that the VA is bad or anything like that, but you both need to know what's going on. As the owner, as the CEO, you need to keep your eye on everything. Now, you may have the VA executing a lot of your things, and you should, but again, you should know how things are supposed to look, how it's supposed to run, and you should know your own systems and software that's been implemented, and it shouldn't come as a surprise when something happens where the VA has to leave or you have to hire another VA. I've spoken to lots of coaches who've gone through a lot of VAs for various reasons. So what happens is if the VA leaves and you have to switch it over, guess what? You're having to start over with somebody new. You're having to train somebody new on the systems in your business that you may or may not have a total grasp on. So now we're wasting a lot of time, because not only are we taking time training somebody new on how we work and, flying by the seat of our pants, but we're also trying to figure out, okay, what did the last person do of the projects I gave them? What did they do? What's left to be done? It's just a whole state of confusion. So you don't want to be trapped like that. You want to always know what's going on in your business. You want to know what systems are in place in your business, and you want to know at least the basic overview of how to use those systems in your business in case your VA leaves, in case you need to hire a new VA, in case you need to hire anyone really, whether that's a new web designer, whether that's a new graphic person, anything like that, right? And then my third point, third reason why you need to know what's going on in your business. At the end of the day, it all comes back to you. You are the face of your company. You are the face of your brand. People do business with people, not logos, not faceless corporations. They do business with you. So if you have a customer or a client who isn't satisfied or got a bad experience with your company, they're not going to care who was supposed to make something work. Hey, Tamika. They're not going to care whose job it was to make something right or who dropped the ball. They're not going to care nothing about that. They're going to be looking to you. They're going to be saying, well, you're the CEO, you're the owner. Why didn't you know? Why didn't you have a hand on that? Right? So at the end of the day, it's going to always come back to you because you're the owner. You're the CEO. You're the founder. And so when people have a bad experience, or people or clients or customers have a bad experience, they're going to come straight to the top, and that's you. I don't care how many people you have working for you. I don't care, how big your company is. People are going to be looking at you. So you need to know what's going on in your business at all time. Case in point, Mark Zuckerberg is sitting in front of Congress right now testifying because of a data breach situation, right? People don't care that maybe this department was supposed to keep that from happening. They don't care that somebody else dropped the ball on that, or that somebody might have not told somebody or alerted anybody, or the systems that they have in place didn't really happen like it was supposed to. They don't care nothing about that. All people are talking about right now is, Mark, why didn't you tell us what was going on? Mark, why didn't you know this was going on? That's all they care. And his team is not sitting up there in front of Congress. Mark is, because he's the CEO, he's the owner, and that's all people care about, right? So it all comes back to you, which is why you need to know what's going on in your business. And he admitted it, you know, that, hey, we should have did a better job. He actually said, I should have did a better job of blah, 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 right? He took responsibility for that because, again, he's the owner, he's the CEO, it's his company, and he's a billionaire. See, it doesn't matter. We're not billionaires yet, but even a billionaire with thousands of people working for him has to know what's going on in his company, because when crap hits the fan, they're coming to look at him because he's the face of the company. He's Facebook, right? So that just iterates my point of why you need to know what's going on in your business. So let's see what people have been saying. Let's see. Esther said, I had a similar situation and asked my VA to offer me many training sessions where she videoed the training for my future reference. Yes, Esther, that is a great thing for, if your VA can do that for you, have them screen record what they do for you on a daily basis. Not only does that help you and train you on how it's supposed to look, but you can actually take that footage and save it in a vault somewhere that then can be used for other people you bring on in the future to know, hey, we use this system and this is how it works, without you having to spend the time to teach somebody how to do it, right? So that's a great thing. You know, have them do a screen share of what they're doing on, you know, whether it's your Facebook or your social media or your accounting, anything like that, anything that pertains to processes and systems in your business need to be recorded. And most people are visual, so if you can, you know, record it, have it recorded, and, you know, map out the step-by-step, that all goes in your SOP, your standard operating procedures. It becomes a part of that living document that can then be passed on, and you can delegate to the next person without wasting time. Valerie said, otherwise, how do you know if you're getting what you're paying for? Exactly. If you don't know what's going on in your business and you don't know what someone, the VA or anybody like that, is doing in your business and how it's supposed to look, you don't know if you're being overcharged. You don't know if you're paying for something that they're not doing that most people would do for that price. You're not going to know that. So again, make sure you know the systems that are being run and that you have a basic overview of how to use it. Right. Always ask the who, what, when, where, why, and how. Exactly. Don't just take people's word for it. I think about Mark Zuckerberg. I think he might have gotten a little too comfortable. You know, you're a billionaire. I don't really have to check in all that much. Of course, I'm, you know, interacting daily with my stuff, but, you know, he started, I think he relied too much on other people. And as business owners, you cannot rely too much on other people. You need to keep an eye out and check in and always be asking, hey, what you doing? What's going on? Not micromanage. You don't want to be a micromanager, but you do want to check in. You do want to have checkpoints, you know, milestones or whatever. You want to make sure you always keep your hand on the pulse of what's going on in your company. Because again, it's all going to come back to you. Yeah, that's scary. Leveraging, exactly. So yeah. So again, my 3 reasons why, if you go down in your business and you don't know what's going on, nobody else is going to know what's going on. If you have a VA that leaves, then you might be trapped in a situation where you're constantly starting over and over and you're wasting time on what you need to be doing. And then at the end of the day, it's all going to come back to you anyway, because you are the head of your company. You are the face of your company. You are your brand. So don't get too comfortable or too lackadaisical or rely too much on other people to run your company, because at the end of the day, it's going to come back to you. Now, if you're sitting here saying, "Oh wow, okay, Sam, I have all this stuff, I know I need systems," or hey, maybe you have some systems but you haven't documented it. Maybe you've just been throwing stuff willy-nilly together. Maybe you like, I don't even know what I don't know. If that's you, then I invite you to contact me. Let's do a strategy session together. It's free. You can go to organizingguru/15. I would love to talk to you about how I can help your business, not only help you to document your processes, find out where the gaps are. I can help you set up your system. So, hey, you might know what systems you need in place, but you're looking at your long list like, oh my God, I've got to put this, I got to implement all this by myself. I don't have time to do that, and to coach too, and to consult too. I don't have time for that. Hey, I'm your girl. That's what I do. I help you to set up those systems. I do the grunt work. So if that's you, I again invite you to contact me at organizingguru.com/15. Let's get online together. Let's chat. Let's see how I can help you get those things in place, so you're not one of those who don't know what's going on until it's too late. I don't want nobody's business to stop. I don't want the money to stop coming in, and I don't want to see you testifying in front of Congress either, right? So again, it's organizingguru.com/15. Thank you, Valerie, for putting that there. If you have any questions, just let me know. Drop them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. Esther said, checkpoints and overview briefings. Exactly. Got to have those checkpoints. Got to know what's going on. VA leaves, you change VAs, or VA changes structure of business. You'll need to know what they've been doing to sustain your business. Right. And so many people just, they don't know. They're like, oh, I didn't know that was put in place. Oh, my VA must have set that up. I don't even have the password to that. Really? Really? You don't even have the passwords to a system that's going on in your business? Like, stop it. Stop that, right? We got to do better, people. We got to do better. We got to get better at knowing what's going on in our business and keeping our eye on the prize, right? So that's all I have for tonight. If there's nothing else, again, I am Samantha Pointer, the tech organizing guru at Get It Together. You can find me on all social media as Organizing Guru or Samantha Pointer. Please connect with me. You can hit the messenger button up top on my page, and you can either schedule your free strategy session or just chat with me in Messenger. Make sure you are following me. Make sure you subscribe so you know when I go live. I will be live next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time for another tech chat. Also, if you're non-tech savvy and want to get more up to speed, I invite you to join my free Facebook group. It is bit.ly/digitallyu with the D and the Y capitalized. I will drop that in the comment section too, but I invite you to hop on over there. It is full of people just like you who aren't tech savvy but want to be a little more tech savvy so they can implement technology in their business and stop letting that be a hindrance. And also, if you also want to learn, I have my Tech Academy, Sam's Tech Academy. Make sure you hop over there. That's samstechacademy.com, where you can find all type of courses on anything from social media, blogging. I have my membership, which gives you access to a ton of trainings that I've done. So make sure you hop over there too. But thank you for joining me tonight. I will see you next week at 6 p.m. Tuesday night for another tech chat. Bye.